If you've put your faith in Jesus Christ, you are a missionary. And it doesn't matter where you go today, what circumstances you find yourself in, God has called you to be a missionary. In 2 Kings chapter 5, Naaman is the commander of the Syrian army. The Syrians hate the Israelis. They keep fighting the Israelis. And throughout this process, they pick up this slave or that slave, a person that they kidnap. And Naaman picks up this little girl and she starts serving in his house. The interesting thing about Naaman is he's brilliant, but he's a leper. He has this disease that's going to kill him. It's going to be a brutal death. People have to stay away from him. And yet he's the commander of the Syrian army. One day, this little girl, taught by her parents, knew God, knew the power of God, knew the prophets of God. She said to Naaman's wife, she said, "Oh, if only Naaman could visit the prophet in Israel, he would be healed." Isn't that incredible? What faith this little girl had. And to speak up. Well, Naaman finds out about this, and he says to the king, "Hey, king of Syria, I'm a leper. I'm going to die. I don't want to die. I'll try anything. This is an experimental thing, but can I go to the prophet?" And he says, "Sure, I'll write you a letter." He writes a letter to the king of Israel. The king of Israel gets the letter and says, "What, am I a god? You think I can heal people? I can't heal people. He's trying to start a fight with me." And he tears his clothes, because that's what you do when you're upset. And Elisha, the prophet, hears about it and says, "Why are you tearing your clothes? Don't you know there's a God in Israel? He hasn't left." This little girl knew more about the power of God than the king of Israel. And the king of Syria just assumed he's in a good relationship with him, and he wasn't. A lot of times people assume you know God better than you do. So, this Naaman goes to Elisha's house. Elisha finds out he's there. He sends the butler to the door. And the butler says, "Hey, what Elisha tells you to do is to go dip yourself in the Jordan 7 times and you'll be cured of your leprosy." And Naaman's like, "What is this going on here? I am the commander of the powerful army, and he doesn't even come to the door. He sends a butler. I was sure he'd come out here and wave his hands and pray a prayer and I'd be healed. This is not okay." And you know what? He had good friends. Naaman had a couple friends that said, "Hey, look, if he told you to do something great, you know what? You'd go and do it. Just go do this." And so he humbles himself and he plunges in the river Jordan 7 times, and he's healed. And he says, comes back to Elijah and offers him a gift. He doesn't accept it. He says, "There's no other God except the God of Israel." But why? Why does he know this? Because God used a girl in terrible circumstances, ripped away from her believing family. They must have thought, "Man, we put all of our love into her. We were training her in the things of God, and now she's gone forever. She's probably dead." She wasn't dead. She was right where God wanted her to be. It doesn't matter if you go to work today and you go to work for someone that you don't like. You might have people around you that just think you're terrible or make fun of you. You may have a difficult marriage. You may have difficult circumstances. You are right where God put you. Be a missionary today. Speak up for the King of Kings. Believe in the power of God today. And if you do, you're going to see it. You're going to see God use you today. God bless you guys. Have a great day.